Hi, it's a joy to be presenting for you today, where I'm going to be sharing with you what I call the 360-degree athlete experience. And what I mean by that, it's about combining technology, great nutrition, and the ultimate athlete mindset to help get superior performance. And so my name is Samantha Clayton, and I'm currently the Vice President of Sports Performance and Fitness for Herbalife Nutrition. And as you can see from this first slide, I am an Olympian. I competed for the British Olympic team in 2000 as a sprinter. I can run fast, but not far. However, I've gone on after hanging up my spikes to have a wonderful career and have been dedicated to the sports and fitness industry for the past 21 years. The first 10 years of my career were really focused on the physical. I spent my first 10 years focused on physical performance, the workouts in the gym, how to optimize muscle mass, how to optimize performance, and also helping people to find body confidence to get moving, the very beginner exerciser to get moving, to optimize health outcomes through moving their body. However, over the last 10 years that I've been with Herbalife Nutrition, I've really gone deep into the science of nutrition to understand how optimal nutrition helps to power performance, and really the role that nutrition combined with training and the use of technology, and how those three things come together to really help support sports performance. I'm very lucky to work alongside an incredible team of doctors and registered dietitians around the world that really help to spread that educational message. And so as I speak to you today, know that I'm speaking on behalf of all of them as well, who are equally as passionate as I am. So as you look at this next slide, you'll see that I've kind of positioned the athletes on the far left and the everyday person on the far right. For many, many years, when we thought about sports nutrition and sports performance, we would just think about the athlete. However, technology has closed the gap between the person just coming off the couch and the person that's performing on the field. The access to education, the access to information, the apps that help to track people's sleep, the apps that help to keep track of what people are consuming, just the understanding overall of how nutrition plays a role in whether it's weight loss goals, performance-based goals. I think that technology has brought the athlete world and the everyday person's world much closer together. And as a mom of four now, that makes me happy. We all can take what athletes do on the field and make it relevant to everyday life. On this next slide, you'll see that Herbalife Nutrition are dedicated to the space of high-tech, high-touch, precision nutrition, and supporting athletes. And in order to strengthen that philosophy of ours, we have entered into a deep partnership with a training company known as Proactive Sports Performance. Their CEO, Ryan Capretta, entered into a partnership with us. They support athletes at the highest level from a physical standpoint. And what we bring to the table is the high technology, the science, and nutrition to make that 360-degree experience, again, to help optimize performance, with the ultimate goal of taking that science and knowledge to the everyday person. We really want to impact everybody. With sedentary lifestyle trending around the world, we really want to make sure we can take what we know from the athletes at the top level, what motivates them, what keeps them active, what keeps them performing, and use that as an educational message to inspire and motivate the everyday person. It's probably one of the most amazing projects I've ever worked on, and I've learned a lot about technology in the process, and I'm going to kind of jump through that. But on this next slide, I'm just introducing the fact that for many years, even during the time that I was competing, I only really thought of myself as an athlete. At the time that I was with my coach on the track, or whether I was in the gym with my coach, I never really thought of myself as an athlete 24 hours a day. However, in sports performance and sports in general, performances are going through the roof. People are getting faster, they're getting stronger. People are taking a more in-depth look at what it means to be an athlete. And with that comes this 24/7 approach to, you're an athlete at every moment of the day. It's about how you're waking up in the morning, how you're training, how you're recovering, how are you sleeping at night. And you'll see in the marketplace, there's a lot of emerging technologies that are helping people understand their body habits. You know, whether it's from the old school technology of monitoring your heart rate to the newer technologies that are monitoring sleep habits and how well you're sleeping at night and how that, you know, is transferring into how you feel and your energy throughout the day. But this whole concept of being an athlete is no longer about just being in the gym. It's about thinking about your body each and every day. And so I encourage people, even on the healthy, active lifestyle side of the world, you know, I want everybody, whether you're just moving off the couch or whether you're an athlete, to take that 24/7 approach. You'll see on this slide that it's all about mindset, planning, being purpose driven, you know, making sure that exercise sequencing makes sense, right, to optimize performance. And of course, the science of recovery is one that is very much emerging. So over these next few slides, I'm going to quickly delve into sports nutrition for you. So for any of you who are not sure about sports nutrition, I am about to demystify it in about 2 minutes flat. Sports nutrition is pretty much the same as everyday nutrition. We all need nutrition to survive. However, when it comes to sports performance and optimizing your performance, it's all about eating the right nutrients at the right time, eating with a purpose, and of course, having a food first mindset, but also using supplements as a way to make sure that you're maximizing your body's ability to perform. And in that order, you know, I really just think these are 3 key steps to sports nutrition. So therefore, when you look at this slide, you'll see that sports nutrition is for everyone, not just for athletes. I can't reiterate that enough. I'm a mom of 4 now, and I still subscribe to that same mindset. So on these next 3 slides, I'm going to touch on briefly pre, during, and post-exercise mindset, and kind of delve into a tiny bit of the science and technology piece that helps us understand these spaces a little more. So if you look at this first slide of pre-nutrition, you'll see there's 4 key points that people need to address pre-workout, and it really makes sense. Do I have the right amount of energy in my system in order to perform at my best or to do the specific workout that I'm about to do? Am I properly hydrated? Because hydration really impacts performance. I'll share a slide on that in a moment. How can I optimize my mental focus and performance? And how can I support healthy blood flow? And that's where, you know, like I said, the precision nutrition of having supplementation as part of an athlete profile or the everyday person is that we can accomplish those tasks pretty easily. So when I think about mental focus, for instance, the science tells us that caffeine really helps with keeping us more alert and reducing those feelings of perceived tiredness. And so, you know, it gives us that feeling of an energy boost when we consume caffeine. And so, you know, just kind of using that as a way to have our athletes understand what they need to have pre-workout in order to optimize performance. We have athletes working with our registered dietitians on the ground on a daily basis. You know, as a company, we've been dedicated to supporting our sponsored athletes and teams globally. All around the world, we support athletes at many different levels, from the top of the top all the way down to grassroots level. And, you know, again, it all comes down to education. But we really pride ourselves of wanting to be the company that has nutrition inside the bodies of athletes, having the education in the mind of athletes. And our last thought is about having, you know, our brand on the jersey. So we are really that company that's more focused on what's going on the inside of the body as opposed to the outside, which is why I love this place so much. So then during workout, you'll see on this slide, during workout, in all honesty, we focus a lot on, do you have the energy your body needs to perform at its best? So think carbohydrates. In a 90-minute soccer game, you need to make sure that you're continually fueling that supply of energy and also fueling that hydration. And then finally, post-performance is where a lot of what we call the growth happens. You know, after a workout, we want to mitigate the damage and stress that's caused by the workout by making sure we have optimal nutrition after. And with that, protein often comes to mind, and of course, hydration. This next slide, you'll see, we really rely on science and research to convince our athletes to stay hydrated. We know that performance declines for every percent of dehydration. At about the 3% dehydration mark, you'll really notice a difference in decline in performance. And so hydration being key. And this is one of the easy things that I think all teams can implement, even without scientific staff on their helping them out, is that hydration, just keeping your players hydrated, can make a big difference in their performance. So then I'll finish up just kind of really touching base on the technology piece. Like I said, as a company, we have built this fantastic facility here in California, everything under one roof. The sole purpose is to take the technology and science from the lab and have it translate onto the field, so then that translates to inspiring the everyday person. In our lab, we have force plate technology. We have an amazing HP Cosmos treadmill, which are very rare in the world, that monitors gait. It does full gait analysis, pressure analysis. And we use that data and information to help inform the training program of the athlete to help, again, make them more efficient runners. We've also been dedicated to understanding how heat impacts the body, with our stretching labs having heat infused infrared heat. Altitude training room, you'll see on this next slide. How does nutrition alter? How do we need to alter our nutrition when training at altitude? Having the ability to perform research at different altitudes, I think will really, truly be important for the future advancement in sports performance. And of course, hydrotherapy and understanding how that translates. But overall, our sole purpose is to take the technology, take the science, take the research, educate the athletes so that we can champion everyone's highest potential. Many of our products have been designed with athletes in mind. I'll use our CR7 Drive hydration product as an example. Cristiano Ronaldo really helped with the design of that product to make sure it could help optimize his performance, with B vitamins and magnesium and, just a great way to hydrate. And I'll end by saying that yes, we have products that are coming to you. Our RS Pro product is going to be launched in the region, and I am beyond excited about that. So look out for it. And again, like I said, it's a joy to present with you today. I hope you learned a little bit about nutrition, performance, and how technology is changing the game, taking the athlete secrets to the everyday person. I'm Samantha Clayton, and I'll see you next time.